Warning, there are people pretending to be me in the comments. This is what a comment from me looks like. Notice that the name is spelled perfectly, and notice the border around the name. That's how you know it's from me. You can also click on my name to make sure you actually go to my channel to double check. And this is what a comment from an imposter will look like. It has weird characters in the name or comment, and it's usually going to ask you to add them on WhatsApp or Telegram. I don't have WhatsApp or Telegram, and I would never ask you to add me on there. All right, so please be careful, use your common sense, and now let's get back to the video. Hey, how's it going, GPU heads? Thanks for clicking on my video. Seb Hesler here. And guys, as a miner, I'm not really too concerned with the crypto markets going down right now. So let's hop on over and I'll explain to you why. All right, we both know that crypto prices, they go up and they go down, and they go up and they go down, and that's just what they do. And sometimes they go up more than they go down, and sometimes they go down more than they go up. And that is just the nature of cryptocurrency prices, right? But the advantage that we have as miners is that we actually don't have to sell all of our mined coins right away. And from reading my comment section, sometimes I'm not so sure you guys are aware of that, but you can save your crypto that you mine. You don't have to sell it right away. And if you're not happy with the current profitability, as long as you're mining and it's profitable, even if it's just by a few cents, then you can just wait and hopefully the market will go up and sell it later. And I'm actually going to show you why crypto prices going way down could actually be even better for us miners than crypto prices going up higher and higher and higher. So let's hop on over to the computer and I'll show you guys. So we know that as miners, we are not getting paid in, dollars or euros or whatever. We're getting paid in the cryptocurrency that we are mining. But so the amount of that cryptocurrency that you actually get from the mining that you do depends on basically how many other people are mining that cryptocurrency at the same time, because the amount of cryptocurrency that is handed out is basically, it's not static, but it's the same basically no matter how many people are mining it. So everyone who's mining has to share in the rewards, right? So if only one person is mining a coin, that person gets all of the mining block rewards, right? And if two people are mining with the same hash rate, they get half each. If one person mines with double the hash rate as the other one, that person gets 66% and the other person gets 33%, and so on. I think you get the idea. So let's have a look at what's happened in the past when the crypto market has crashed. And then I'm also gonna show you, just with plain logic, why I think something like that very well could happen again and why that would be good for us miners. So let's have a look here, shall we? So I have some charts here that I want us to take a look at, and the very first one is just the price of Ethereum. We can see it took a jump up around the beginning of 2018 and then kind of slowly declined until about the beginning of 2019, where it stayed low all the way up until about the middle of 2020, when of course it's first slowly started moving up, and then towards the beginning of 2021 it started to have this massive rally that we've seen since then. And it had the peak around November 2021, and we've seen a bit of a decline since then. But also, first of all, just look at how high the price of Ethereum still is in comparison to where it's been for like most of its lifespan. It's still pretty high. But what I want to show you next is the network hash rate over time for Ethereum. And the network hash rate is of course basically how much hash rate in total is mining Ethereum at any one point. And when we have a look at that, you can basically see that it very closely seems to follow the price movement of the coin itself. So as we can see here, once the price starts going up, the total hash rate mining the coin seems to follow. So as the coin price goes up, more and more people start to mine it. And of course, that is because, let's say the price of Ethereum goes from $100 to $1,000. That means instead of one person mining it and making $100, and then the price goes up to $1,000, now 10 people can mine it and all make $100 each. So basically the same amount of profit for 10 people instead of one person, right? And so that is why we see the hash rate goes up. But then the next chart that I want us to look at is the actual dollar profitability of mining Ethereum. And what that means is basically if you mine Ethereum with a certain amount of hash rate, how much do you make each day if you sell everything instantly that you've mined? So how much is the Ethereum that you can mine with a set amount of hash rate worth every day? And so if we have a look at that, we can see that towards the end of 2017, when the Ethereum price first started moving up here, we saw that the profitability in terms of dollar value of the Ethereum mining started going up, right? But then because of that, we then saw the Ethereum hash rate going up as well. And so what happened then, of course, is the amount of dollars that you're mining starts to decline. And it starts to decline all the way up until 2019, which of course is the end of the decline of the price. And then as we see this lull all towards kind of like the end of first quarter of 2020, profitability kind of stays low. It has a few jumps, right? But it stays low. But then we see this massive jump up in terms of mining profitability just at the same time as the coin price starts moving up again, right? But what always happens when the coin price goes up, the network hash rate follows. And as we see here, after around January of 2021 is when the hash rate started really taking a massive jump up. And what happens in January of 2021, the actual dollar profitability of mining starts to stagnate and then actually decline. And so that is where we are right now. And also just have a look here, mining Ethereum in terms of dollars you're making per day, still pretty high if you compare to what it was like 2019, beginning of 2020. So, we're still in a very profitable zone in terms of mining. But this is the point I want to get across. And before I show you my next chart, and that is, what if we don't care so much how much the Ethereum we're mining is worth? What if we care more about how much actual Ethereum we're mining? Because we are the type of miner who mines our Ethereum and then holds it and waits until the price goes up and then we sell it. Because then we are much more concerned with how much actual Ethereum we're mining each day rather than how much that Ethereum is worth in terms of dollars. Like, yeah, we might make $10 worth of Ethereum, but we'd rather make 2 Ethereum than 1 Ethereum. So let's have a look at that. And this is a chart that I've made with the help of fellow YouTuber Max Voltage, which he has a great YouTube channel and you should definitely go check his channel out. But he might not even remember making this with me because it was, well, like 6 months ago or something. And what this chart shows is the red line is the price of Ethereum and the blue line is the amount of Ethereum you would mine every single day if you had 1 gigahash of mining hash rate on Ethereum. And so the first thing I want us to take a look at is what happened to the amount of Ethereum you mined each day during this rally up in price. And well, first of all, this chart doesn't really go up until current day. It goes up until about mid 2021, but it still shows this point that I want to make very well. So as you can see, the price go up immediately. We see the amount of actual Ethereum that we're getting each day starts to plummet. We're making less and less and less Ethereum, even though the price is going up. So we're making more in terms of dollar value. The actual Ethereum we're mining is going down. And so if we just have a look here, we can see that with 1 gigahash in beginning of May 2021, we were only making 0.03 Ethereum per day. And I want to remind you that May of 2021 looked like mining was extremely profitable. Like, look at this. It was like the height of mining profitability just because it looked like the coin price was so high. So even though you're only making a small amount of Ethereum, because that Ethereum is worth so much money at that point, it looks like profitability is really high. But then I want us to take a look at where it looked like mining profitability was like at its lowest. So here in like January of 2020, right, it looks like mining profitability is just terrible, absolutely terrible. But look at this, January of 2020, we were making like almost 0.09 Ethereum per day with the same hash rate. So like almost 0.1 Ethereum per day with 1 gigahash. Like that is, it's 3 times as much as we were making when Ethereum looked like it was at its most profitable in terms of mining, right? So here's what I want you to imagine. Imagine that you were mining here and you were holding it. You were just mining, you were just racking up all of this coin, but then you didn't sell it until here, right? Imagine how much more profitable it would have looked like that it was, just because you were making so much more coin here than you were here per day. So if you just imagine that the coin price is what it is at its all-time high while you're mining looks so much more profitable here, you know, during the lowest point in terms of profitability, because you're not selling it there, you're holding it until we're here and selling it there. So I think you get the point of what I'm trying to say, in that just because profitability looks either high nor low, if you hold the Ethereum that you mine and then wait to sell it until it's at a very high point in terms of price, what's more concerning to you rather than profitability is what we call yield, meaning how much actual Ethereum you're making when you're mining each day, rather than how much that Ethereum is worth in terms of dollar value. So what becomes really relevant for us is how many people will keep mining if the price of the cryptocurrency, you know, takes a dive off a cliff, basically. Because if a lot of people stop mining the coin, that means that for us, we get a lot more of that coin. And even though the coins themselves might not be worth as much right now, you know, they still have the potential to be worth a lot more in the future. All right, so what I want us to do now is just take a look at this section during 2018. So I have that zoomed in here. And what I want you to see here is the red line again is the price of Ethereum, right? So as the price of Ethereum started to decline, the actual yield that you were making in terms of mining started going up. So even though the coin price was declining, the amount of Ethereum you mined each day started to go up and up. And of course, that is what can happen now again if we see a crypto market crash. So if the Ethereum price starts to go down significantly, of course, the network hash rate should follow. And when that happens, you'll make more and more Ethereum every day with the hash rate that you have. And I just want to show to you with logic that that kind of has to happen. And to do that, let's go over to what to mine, right? So over here on what to mine, I just have 12 580s filled in, kind of like a standard, you know, long-term mining rig, right? And so you can see we're getting 366 mega hash on Ethereum at 1500 watts or so. So let's hit calculate on that. And as you can see, currently our revenue is about $10.10 per day mining Ethereum. But what if we have a look here and we have a look at the Ethereum price chart? So we're currently at around $3,000 per Ether, right? But if we look at what it was at its all-time low, it was like at $100 or something. So let's just play with the thought that, oh, maybe Ethereum price becomes a tenth of what it is right now. So if we just do that here and we fill in Bitcoin price of 3,700 instead of 37,000 and we hit calculate, what happens is we are no longer profitable mining on those 12 580s. Actually, we are losing $2.13. And so what that means is that you would lose money mining. And of course, no one's gonna mine the coin if you are losing money in doing so. So basically what that means is that the Ethereum network hash rate has to go down, because people aren't gonna mine if it isn't profitable to mine, right? So it is just one of those logical, you know, if this then that, right? Like if the price of the coin goes down far enough, the network hash rate has to follow down, because why would people mine at a loss? And of course, if the network hash rate goes down, as we've learned, you're gonna start making more and more and more coin each day. And if you hold that coin instead of selling it every day, you are gonna be golden once the coin price starts going back up again, and then you can just wait until it hits a really high point again and sell there. And then what that means is that even though mining profitability and coin prices were really, really low, or rather looked like they were really, really low, it was actually really, really high, because you waited and you made more Ethereum during that lull, and then you sold it at a really high point. Alright, so if you liked this video, then please give it one of these. I'd really appreciate it. And what you gotta do now is you gotta click on that next video on the screen, because this video is over. You can also click the picture of my face to subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, go click on that next video and I'll see you there. Goodbye. Goodbye, bye bye.